What is up, recruits? Happy Halloween. May your days be frightful and your nights be spooky. Yeah, I know. In case you haven't looked at the day of release, it is way past Halloween. But, just bear with me, okay? Alright, let's get back to it. Speaking of spooky, we got some frightful plans on the horizon. Oh, yes. If you don't remember, last year I went ahead and built this little castle right here in the background that you see. Yeah, this foreboding little house right here. In case you couldn't tell, it's haunted. I built this on Halloween 2020, and all it really is a haunted house, you see. We got some, nice little ghosts, some people being tortured, the classics, as well as a captured zombie. And now, a year later, I've decided to make this as a sort of tradition. Yes, I'm going to try and improve upon what I did here last year, except I'm going to do it right over there. I've went ahead and prepared this area here behind us for a big old haunted castle. That's right. Last year, we built a haunted house. This year, a haunted castle. Seems fitting. I went ahead and took the liberty of clearing out all of the trees in this general vicinity, and this is where we will be building. I was going to build it over here in this plains area just because this was already cleared out, just needed a bit of terraforming, but I went ahead and took the extra mile because I really like the darker grass over here. Yeah, seems extra spooky. It's like dead grass or something. I don't know. But anyways, we have our area, we have our materials, and we have our bacon. Let's get to it. I hope you guys enjoyed that quick little time lapse. No, just kidding. Pretty lengthy time lapse there. If you stuck around, then congratulations. You're my favorite type of person. But anyways, as you see, I built this little path here heading over to our glorious new castle. We've got the bridge leading up, the trees out front to frame the sides of the castles. I thought these sides were looking a little bare, a little empty. So I decided to throw in some creepy willows, I guess. I don't know what type of tree you'd call this. They're dead, though, that's for sure. I also tried to light this place up as much as possible with all of the end rods and the lanterns here, the blue lanterns. But it's kind of difficult. You got to space things out to make it not look spammy. Now, as you see, like I said before, I was trying to go for a gradient on the sides with all of the stone and tuff and cobbled deep slate. We have the beacon beam coming through, And that's where we got the crimson in the Crimson Castle, as well from all of the crimson wood on the roofs. But I thought that would be the perfect accent color for all of the black and white contrast. Throw a little bit of a, purplish accessory in there. Beautiful, beautiful. But as you see, we do not have the interior completely finished. I think I'm going to throw in a floor right here and then build some sort of bedroom or dwelling manor up in this top part with the beacon beam going through all of that. That's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but I'm sure we can do it. Maybe use some glass, just some normal glass. Yeah, that might work. But while the rest of the castle is empty, we do have some stuff down here in the basement. Yes, I wanted to get this part done with for a very specific reason. We have our dungeon. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, some super creepy stuff, I guess. Over here, we have our captured zombie enslaved army of zombies. I don't know. I didn't come up with a story. I guess that's what's happening. There's a mad scientist that lives here, and he's capturing people and turning them into zombies as his slaves. Yeah, I like that. Wow, I just came up with that off the top of my head. I'm talented. Anywho, narcissism aside, we have plenty of zombies, and we even have a nice skeleton right here. And he's got the jack-o'-lantern lit. Yeah, that's extra rare, I think, right? I don't know, but I didn't see a lot of them, so it's pretty rare. And we made sure to name tag all of them. Spoopy Halloween 2021, just to, for memory's sake. We also got plenty of blood on the floor here. There's this is supposed to be there's a drain at the center of the room, and all the blood is washing towards there, I guess. I don't know. I made the diamond, and then that came to me. We also have plenty of dripstone on the sides here for that added ambiance. Some storage, just to fill in some space, I guess. And we have our torture device here for cutting up limbs and gross stuff like that. Yeah, don't look at me like that, okay? I built all of this on Halloween, all right? That's just how it is, okay? My mind was in some spoopy vibes. Leave me alone. Got some more random storage, some, nice severed heads floating from the ceiling and whatnot. Beautiful, beautiful. But to really finish this entire castle, I want to make sure to fill in the interior here. I'm probably going to throw in some columns, bring in some walls, separate this area and that area probably over there. And then I'm going to throw in a floor here. Like I said, there's going to be stuff going on in this castle, I swear. I tell you what, okay? You be prepared. But enough talk, and let's finish this. Oh my god, of course, a voice crack right there. Okay, good. Yay. Okay, the interior is complete aside from one major factor. And yeah, in case you haven't noticed, I'm super late. Halloween has come and gone, so my apologies. The Spoopy Castle took a while, y'all. This took a while. Don't you just hate it when you plan on doing a quick little project and then it turns into a giant castle? Yeah, me too. But this tiny little project, as I said, needs one more big thing. Well, they're actually little things. I want a bunch of wither skeleton skulls. And yeah, the best way to do that is to make a wither skeleton farm, obviously. Yeah, because otherwise I'm going to be whacking at a bunch of dangerous skeletons for a long time. That doesn't sound fun. Plus, you know me, any excuse to make farm, to automate something, that's my jam. So, let's get to it. Who are you on my castle? Obviously, not mob-proof enough. Okay, let's get to it. Now, all we gotta do is find the perfect spot for our wither skeleton farm. And luckily, your boy already checked MCA Selector, the map on there, and I found the perfect fortress to build the farm. So let's head on down there. You gotta go all the way through the nether tunnel that I've built here, down through here, and into this convenient little hole. And here is our nether fortress. Yes, we do have some stuff that we probably have to spawn proof on the sides here, but otherwise, pretty much everything is over the lake. And then we're gonna have to get rid of those little nubbins down there, prevent these guys from spawning, and we're gonna have a lot of these guys annoying us. Alright, let's just get right on into it, and hopefully we won't die. Alright guys, this is my first time building a wither skeleton farm, so bear with me, but I'm gonna try and do this a little bit with my own style. Of course I've done my research, watch videos here and there, seen other people build these farms, so I got an idea, but not a for sure plan. So, we'll see how this goes. What I'm thinking is we extend these platforms out a little bit on each side to make a big old square. And in said square, we're going to have a piglin at the middle because, of course, skeletons and piglins have beef. They want to fight each other, so the skeletons will run after the piglin and drop into some sort of a hole where that will be the killing chamber. That seems like the most simple way to do it. The only difficult part will be getting a piglin over here, but I'm pretty versed in mob transportation. I've had to do it. I just did it with all of the Halloween mobs. That was a little easier just because I could just run outside and grab them on Halloween, but I think I can do it. There's like a piglin. Yeah, I just saw one right over there. That's a skeleton. I can do it. We can get one. We just need a bunch of rails, but that's okay. All right, enough talk. Let's get to it. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and mark the center here and try to get a good idea of how big I want to make this. I should probably figure out the distance at which a skeleton is going to chase after a piglin. What is the maximum distance that a skeleton is for sure going to see a piglin? Let me check that. All right, I've set up a little test here. So if we place a piglin right there, we gotta hurry because he's gonna become zombified because I didn't do this in the nether. But we can place all of these skeletons all around here. Eventually, yes, there, they start to attack right around. Okay, so about 15 blocks. All right, I can deal with that. This guy knows what I'm doing. This guy's like, I want to go home. Take me home, skeleton, to the place I belong, near the portal. No, he didn't make it. Why didn't he go through? That's so sad. Alright, I've recreated the experiment here in the nether so we can see what exactly the distance is. That's 12, 11, 10. Yep, 10 definitely works. 11.
12, yep, 13, yep, 14, yep, 15, yep, but hesitantly.
16. No, I don't think so. He's concerned with other things. Yep, so that is concluded. Once you get past the 15th block, the wither skeletons will not chase after the piglins. So that means, yeah, we're gonna have to make a radius of 15 blocks for our wither skeleton farm. Thanks, Mr. Guy. You've been helpful. Alright, I figured out how big I want to make the farm, but I do think I'm going to head back and grab some good old noob juice. Yeah, some fire resistant potions, because those blades are getting annoying. Yeah. And no better way of getting fire resistance potions than in the right wing of the cathedral. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I forgot I barriered this off because there was a pillager raid going on. Oopsies. Forget you saw that. Anyways, ta-da! I guess they made for like a grand reveal if you haven't seen the potions haul yet. But you can go back and watch the world tour episodes where I explained everything in my world, of course, including this haul right here. But anyways, yes, we need fire resistance potions. Sir, do I not have fire resistance potions over here? I'll just fix that right now. Put one in there. We're gonna have to fill it up with more magma cream, but at least we'll get one batch. Chicka-chang. Okay, that was weird. Well, while my potions cook, I'm gonna go ahead and empty some stuff out of my inventory here. Are my potions done yet? Yes, now they are. Oh, give me my potions. Delicious. We really need to get more magma cream for this machine though, because yeah, we're out, as you can see by the light. Counter intel. Honestly, I need to fix that. Hold on. Un momento. Okay, that is much, much better. Now you can clearly see that the magma cream and the rabbit's feet are all out of stock. But that's okay, we will deal with that later. But for now, let's get back to the phone. Ha ha ha! Instead of going back to the farm, I came up to the second story where I have storage for all my potions, and check it out. Not only do I have a bunch of other splash fire resistance potions, but I also have a bunch of potions of invisibility. That will help as well. Useful. I'm going to toss these into a shulker box, and then I'll head back to the farm. I'll see you there. Alright, I think I'm set. Alright, we have our spawn platform right here. Now I'm going to focus on spawn proofing the area to get rid of these guys, because I'm quickly winding through my potions. So, let's get to it. Ah yes, all the buttons. Oh, this is gonna take a while. Alright, hours and hours later, and buttons later, we have buttoned off the entire area surrounding the farm here. And boy, can I tell you, that was tedious. That was very tedious. But the farm is relatively complete. We just need two more things. One, we need wither roses to ensure that wither skeletons are the only ones that can spawn here on these platforms, on this platform. And two, we also need another piglin in here, because I had a guy in here originally, but I had him placed a little higher and the skeletons weren't catching him, so I dropped him a little bit, and then I think the skeletons hit him and killed him. So I went ahead and installed those trapdoors, and hopefully that'll be enough to block the skeletons from hurting the piglin. But we'll worry about that later. For now, let's focus on getting some wither roses with the 3 skeleton skulls I have right here that I've collected just through building this farm. I went ahead and came over to the mesa mine, mainly because I don't have much built over here as far as on the surface. We just have the item sorter right here and the beacon and all that storage. So, in case of an emergency where the wither were to somehow break free, we don't really have anything that will be lost over here. That being said, I don't think it'll come to that, mainly because I've done this trick before and never had a wither break free. But we will give ourselves plenty of room just in case he does happen to get a leg up on us. And if you don't know this trick, all you really do is dig out a long 1x2 tunnel, place the wither at the end of it, and then you just fight him as you go through the tunnel, and he's too busy trying to break the stone to get at you to actually fight you. So the stone around you kind of acts like a shield. You'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, we have our very long tunnel. We have our wither skeleton skulls, our soul sand, plenty of golden apples, some potions, and most importantly, a butt ton of eggs. Why do we have a butt ton of eggs? Great question. Because the only way that you can get wither roses is from a wither killing a living entity. So, we're gonna sacrifice a bunch of chickens. Sorry, guys. Really? None? Okay. This is gonna take a while. Okay, hopefully this will be enough chickens to equate to enough wither roses to fill the entire spawn platform. But honestly, I'm not quite sure. We might be some short. But that's okay, we'll see. I do believe I am ready. Alright, so as you see here, we got our long tunnel, we got our empty room filled with a bunch of chickens. Alright, I'm going to take my potion of strength. And here we go. Boom! And then he should explode here in a second. There he goes. Where's he going? What is he doing? Where are you trying to go? Oh, there you go. He saws me. He sees me. He saws me. What the heck? Alright, so from now, we just keep shooting at his little tail there. And we should be good. Now he's at half health, so range won't do any damage. So we gotta get a little closer. Taking so much health down with the strength potion, and boom, there we go. He even got his head. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Are these the only roses we got? Let's see. See how much we got. Almost 2 stacks. I don't know if that will be enough, but it will get us started. And hopefully with that, we can get some more wither roses to fill up the entire place. Oh, some more over here. Okay. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Alright. Let's head back to the farm. So, apparently, you cannot place wither roses on top of nether brick, but that's okay. A lot of people believe that wither skeletons can only spawn on nether brick, but that's actually untrue. They can spawn on any block as long as it's in the nether fortress boundaries. So, we'll just go on ahead and replace all of this with some netherrack. Okay, we have our wither roses in, and now we have Oinker's number 3 all set in place. I think it's about time that we do some testing. Just gotta clean up these boxes and this extra glass, and the farm is pretty much complete. Finally. Okay, let's fly on down to the collection chamber. Right here. And of course, the wither skeletons immediately killed the piglin. Okay. Back to the drawing board. And the farm is complete. Since our last clip, of course, I made a few changes here. I went ahead and added a ring of slabs around the edge of the spawn platform, mainly because I was running really low on wither roses. Yeah, I only have about 10 left, and I think I do want to use some for some decorative purposes. So, because of that, the farm isn't as efficient as it possibly could. That added, I've also gone around and buttoned off a lot. There's buttons over here now, all over here. There's buttons down there, over here. Back around this side, I should probably do this stuff, like, oh my gosh, shulker boxes and shulker boxes and shulker boxes. Probably at least a dozen shulker boxes of stone went into all of these buttons being placed. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. That's just crazy. But now we have this farm, and as you see, a lot of different mobs come in and they spawn, but eventually they'll all die from the wither roses surrounding them. Except for these guys, they stick to the edge. But most of the time, they end up wandering into the wither roses. So, it works out. Eventually, I'm going to want to get rid of these slabs and add some more wither roses in here. But for now, I think we're okay. Maybe I see a wither rose farm in the near future. But, as for the farm itself, if we hop down here, we have our little entrance. And, of course, I buttoned that off as well to prevent spawns. And then this is just bottom slab, so I don't need to worry about that. Come through the fancy door here. I know, it's high tech. And originally I had the collection area right here, but I noticed there weren't that many spawns, and I realized that I'm only about 25 blocks from the actual spawn platform. So I went ahead and dropped it down a little bit, but that was causing the wither skeletons to die on impact. So I went ahead and added a cobweb, because of course you can't have water in the nether. So the cobweb will just catch their fall and slowly lower them down to the killing chamber. So we head down here and go ahead and take some wax. And everything, of course, collects in these boxes. I went ahead and took all of my loot out of these boxes. And I was AFK overnight and got, as you see, 43 wither skeleton skulls, a shulker box plus some of bones, and plenty of coal. So I think that's a pretty good deal. For a farm that isn't fully optimized from lack of wither roses, I think this is more than enough. I only needed about like 8 wither skeleton skulls. But of course, you know, beacons and other things, right? And I also got 3 wither heads right here, along with their nether stars from my fights earlier. Yeah, one didn't go as optimal as it could have, but I survived nonetheless, and didn't lose anything. So I'm a happy camper. And I'm pretty proud that I haven't died once in the nether here building this entire farm. So, kudos to me, pat on the back, etc., etc. Let's get out of here and go play some Wither Skulls. Also, if I sound a bit nasally, I do apologize. Last couple days I've been a little under the weather, but to make me feel better, go ahead and drop a like, drop a subscribe, do it for my health, okay? It's the right thing to do. Ah, so beautiful. Our old haunted house versus our new haunted castle. Oh, yeah. I'm so proud of this thing, honestly. I'm a little very kind of upset that it's taken me so long and that we couldn't make it for Halloween. Technically, the castle itself was built on Halloween, but that's okay. That's okay. I wanted this to be as perfect as possible. So now we have all of our skulls here, and we can do this. Bop! Ba-doop! Ba-dink! Oh! Look at that. Beautiful. I don't know if I should do the blue one, though. I really like the blue one. But it doesn't fit in with all the black. I don't know. We'll see. Leave a comment down below on whether you think the blue head should stay or should go. But I think it should stay mainly because even though it doesn't blend in with the others, the blue head is like the rarest to get from the Wither because that means it's electrified or whatever. So that's pretty cool. I want to put that on display. But maybe we can do it in some other way with maybe a blue guy with blue shirt and pants, or I don't know, put it on display somewhere else. Leave a comment down below on what you think, if you care. If not, then why are you watching? We're good down here. This is where all the prisoners are. And poor Bob over there. We need to head on upstairs. That's where the rest of the ghosts are. We got this guy floating on up right here. There we go. I already fixed his head, so he's kind of looking up like he's going up chop. We got this guy over here on watch. Ba-bink. We got this guy over here. Ba-dunk. Got that guy right there. Ba-dank. And this guy right over here. Doink. And I believe that is all of them. Okay, and that was the entire reason why we built a Wither Skeleton farm. I mean, obviously, I'm going to want more beacons. I've been meaning to build a Wither Skeleton farm for that reason. I've been running low, especially after I used my last beacon to place in the center of the castle here. So that's kind of a necessity. But now that you guys have gotten a bit of a sneak preview, let's give you the grand tour. So, as you see, I went ahead and built kind of a drawbridge-like thing. It's less so a drawbridge, more just a really, really long bridge. I thought that would be cool to kind of connect it to the older areas, the magical village over there, and the haunted house right here. And, of course, we needed to light it up, so I went ahead and threw in some lanterns and end rods. Now, moving on inside, we have the entryway right here. Of course. And through here, we have the armory to weaponize yourself with all of the equipment. Oh, and look, this is pretty cool. I made a great axe. Yeah, this is pretty dope. All this is there's actually two armor stands right here. One's exactly like this one right here, but then there's another armor stand holding just a stick, a little bit lower, so you can kind of see it right there. It kind of connects, but I tried to do it as good as possible, and I think it looks pretty freaking cool. Or at least as much as just adding a stick to an axe can look cool, I guess. But anyways, moving swiftly on, right over here we have the magical shrine that, I don't know, brings power and evilness to this castle or something. Yeah, and all these ghostly looking guys are praying to it or something, maybe. I don't know. But it's causing them to float. Let's go with that. Through here, we just have a little storage area. This is where I was grabbing all of my stuff as I was building, or at least the interior, that is. So nothing too special. I just wanted this to look like, a maintenance closet and whatnot. Coming back on through, we have the more armor up here. And we have the iron, diamond, gold, and leather. And the leather's kind of worn and, vines growing around it and stuff. Because, who wants leather armor, am I right? No offense, guys. Okay, moving down to the basement, this is where the magic happens. Oh yeah, we got some torturing going on, we got some killing going on. I showed you guys this earlier, but you just want to review it real quick. Got the zombies, the blood on the floor, the furnaces, cauldrons, torture devices, dead bodies. It's a pretty grim sight over here. All right, moving swiftly on, back up on the stairs here. And again, for the stairs here in particular, I decided to make these at kind of an angle just because I wanted these stairs themselves to look just odd and misshapen and creepy. And it looks pretty good. Over here, we just have another little extra room just to split off the area, just a kind of a den. Wasn't sure really what to do here, so I made it kind of a library. Yeah, not a big deal. This whole room right here just seemed way too big, so I wanted to separate it with this room, the armory, and this area right here, the entrance to the basement and the den. All right, now moving on upstairs, there's nothing back here, just some extra light to get the light coming out from the back. Going on upstairs, we got some shelving right here. And through here, we have I don't know, a scribe's room. Oh no, I forgot one. Here we go. Badoop. Okay, there we go. Much better. Yes, we have a scribe's room, so they can come in here and write all they want or do their magic spells and whatnot. And we have the beacon beam going through. And I really like this whole setup right here. That's cool. Now we got this guy floating on up the stairs. We'll get to that. Now taking a circle around here, we just got lookout spots here and there. Tree right there. We got this guy over here out overlooking the area. And I really like this kind of opening just because it really adds to the castle. You can see through it. And yeah, I don't know. I just like that. Heading back on through. We got this guy on watch y'all saw. And we got the gazebo thing right here. I really, really like this, honestly. Like, I'm pretty sure I like this more than the towers. Just because I like I don't know, the design that I put into it with the stairs and all the slabs. And it looks really good, if I do say so myself. And then we got this in the middle, just to add some light and some extra detail, along with the end rods. Also, that's another thing. If I have end rods here, 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 and here, it should really spread to over here. Like, come on. They've really got to like up the lighting in this game. I feel like it's kind of not fair. You just got to spam lights absolutely everywhere, and this place isn't even mob proof, so it's kind of a problem. It's not very good looking when you have carpets everywhere and just torches spammed. Yeah. So Mojang, work on that, guys. You're doing great with all the extra lighting added to the game, but just up it a bit. I think like end rods, especially since it's an end game item, should give off a light level of like 20 or something. Yeah. Anywho, ranting aside, we're gonna head back on up the stairs here, and through here we have the barracks. I again wasn't exactly sure what to do with this, but I was trying to think of terms in a castle, and I was like, okay, what would a castle have? They would have like an armory, some barracks, a library. And here I just added the barracks. We got some mats on the ground. And then I wanted to keep the spoopy vibes. So we got all the hanging chains from the ceiling. And I thought it'd be cool if it's basically like the ghosts come here and sleep in their floating beds. I don't know. It do look spoopy though. I tell you what. All right. Back on through the teeny tiny entryway that I kind of haphazardly made, as you can see from the stairs, just keep going up. But anyways, let's not focus on that. Going on up the stairs. And then this gets a little too tight for the stairs themselves, so I had to use a crimson vine, but that's okay, that's okay. We have the master bedroom. This is where the princess would be in the classic castle. And I really like this bed frame. I hope you guys do as well. It actually works, too. Hold on, it's about to be nighttime, I might as well wait. Okay, so I think I can sleep now. Yes, if I sleep here, then it will put me in the block right over here, diagonally. So, that's cool. When I made this, I wasn't sure if it was going to work, but it works. And that is pretty much the castle in a nutshell. Well, if by nutshell I mean a very detailed description. So, yeah. Oh, but that's everything. We got the willow trees out front, and of course the gradients on the sides that I wanted to do. This tower just did not have enough room, so we're going to go ahead and say that it's just caved in. And yeah, you can't get up to the top, unfortunately. But it still do look cool. It looks cool. And also, just to add to the environment and kind of make the castle look a part of the surrounding environment, again, I wanted to put it in the dark grass, and it kind of like fades into the lighter grass, which I think is really, really cool, because I don't know, it's almost like the evil castle is causing the area around it to just darken, and then it kind of fades. So that's awesome. And then of course we have the dead dirt grass path blocks. That's what they're called. Yeah, we have the path blocks, and then the tuff, and then the cobblestone, and then the stone, and then the gradient kind of just reverses back into the cobbled deep slate. And I think it looks pretty awesome like that, especially from the sky. Everything just looks blended into the environment, because before, the entire castle just looked plopped down onto some pretty green grass. So that's not good. Having this terraformed and the trees all around really helps it look a lot better. And that is the castle. I sure do hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've learned something. I hope you had a nice time. And in the next episode, we're going to build the nether tunnel to the wither farm, as well as a wither rose farm. So stay tuned for that. And until then, keep a learning. Bye-bye.